Yeah, I believe it was in 1939 at the World's Fair in New York, and it was strange because, as I recall, it was a little picture that was projected upside down into a mirror, and you looked at the mirror. It's ironic. I think I'd have to research this more accurately, but 1929, I think they first demonstrated some kind of television. 1930, that was the year of my birth. 1939, when I was just a kid, I fell in love with it, and I spent the rest of my life doing it. It's very coincidental. I must have sort of been born to get involved with it. I never had any inclination to do anything other than be in the broadcasting business. I do now want to do other things because this will be funny for people watching 100 years from now, because I'm dreaming about the new forms of communication. I'm almost 70 years old. I'm saying, wow, what's happening right now in 1999 is sort of what happened to me in the 50s with television. I said, wow, that's going to be big. And I got into a baby industry. Now it's matured. Television is old and crotchety, and it's splintered, and it's all over the place. And all of a sudden, this rebel thing comes along, and it's going to be a revolution. You're a young man, you'll be there. I would only hope I can get in as far as I can before I'm called upstairs. It's very exciting. It was nowhere near as infectious as the internet. Radio took years to get people to embrace it. Television took years. The internet took a year. You know, that's an exaggeration, but it's like that. But people gathered in front of appliance stores, they watched and so forth. I'll tell you, digression. Only misgiving, only thing I'm ever sorry about in my life professionally. When I was a disc jockey in Philadelphia, there was a thing called community antenna television, developed by a guy named Gerald. He took an antenna on a rooftop in the coal mining area, they'd run it down. And the people that got into this were appliance dealers, much like early days of radio. They'd bought these things because they could sell the machine. They got it so you could sell a television set, not to distribute television. And here I was in Philadelphia. It was the third largest market. They only had 3 TV stations. And I got a little bored doing my job one day, and I said, you know, I wonder what it would take if I could wire up Philadelphia and bring them to New York. So I went door to door, and I found out that within a moment, people would pay me $10, $15 a month if I'd give them more television. I didn't know it was cable television. I've often said, I missed my calling. I should have done that. But I had no money. All I would have had to have done was to write to the city council or whoever's in charge in Philly and say, I'd like to do this, and they would have given me the grant.